this 50-year-old bank executive and a businesswoman hired a security guard to be her gate man in her house, and the same security guard ended up taking her life. Mabel Okafor was the bank executive, built a house in a very choice location in Lagos, Nigeria. And then she hired this 22-year-old boy named Tanko Abdulateef to be a security guard in the house. For those who don't understand, it is not uncommon for people to have a security guard in their house, especially a gated house. A security guard is your main security guy, or you call it gate man in your house. He is the one that will either grant access or deny access to anybody who wants to try to gain access to your house. On that particular day, the gate man in the neighboring house heard a very loud, unusual shout from that compound. He came around and asked the gate man, Abdulateef Tanko, and said, "Hey, I heard a cry from your house." Now, you have to understand that in Nigeria, we live a communal type of lifestyle. When you hear unusual movement or cry or shout from surrounding you, you don't just keep quiet and mind your business. Tanko Abdulateef looked at him and deceived him and said, "Oh, you know women have their scared of rodents and roaches? Madam saw a roaches and she was scared. She called me to come and kill the roaches, so I went to kill the roaches. So she's fine, everything is okay." But the next day, Mabel Okafor was supposed to have a meeting with some top government officials. She was absent in the meeting, and then when they tried to call her phones, none of her numbers went through. So they sent some people to her house. They came to her compound and nobody was in the compound, no security guard, nothing. And then they peeped through the window. Mabel Okafor lay down in the pool of her blood in her own house. And then they looked for the security guard. He was nowhere to be found. The security guard has run to his village where he came from in Taraba State. But the security people did their due diligence. They were able to apprehend him. And then when he was asked, of course, the usual person to be blamed is the devil. He said, "The devil came over me. The devil came over me. I don't know what happened. Madam Okafor was not aiming anything. He was not doing anything bad to me. I don't know what happened to me. The devil just entered me and I took a knife and stabbed this woman." Another story,